Hi ladies, it's Ziva here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Now we're going to be speaking about going out to a bar as a single woman and really wanting those approaches to occur. What do you wear? What's your energy supposed to be giving? Where are you going to sit? What kind of placement are you going to be doing? And we're also going to be speaking about calming your nerves because it can be quite nerve-wracking if people are starting out. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're unsubscribed. Thumbs up if you want more content, and also share this video to help other women and to help the channel. Thank you. What prompted me to do this video is that when I was out yesterday, I went past a restaurant that had a bar in it, and I just felt like going in somewhere and just sitting down, having a drink. I sat down at the bar, I ordered a drink, and I sat there and I just kind of enjoyed my time. And in my mind, I was thinking of video ideas, and suddenly this just popped into my head. And I know that I've had this topic, and I know that I've had lots of people wanting me to cover this again. I did cover it a while ago, and I thought this is the perfect time. In that moment, I felt how some people could still feel that it's nerve-wracking to go out. It's nerve-wracking to go out by yourself, to go into a bar and to sit there alone wanting approaches to happen, because in your mind you know that you want something out of this, and it can kind of, you can get your hopes up high, or you can just feel very exasperated if nothing is happening when you continuously keep on going out to these places and you're just not getting the approaches. And I want to cover this topic in detail. So if you are a single woman, you're going out, you want to be approached in person, you're done with online dating, whether it's permanently or just temporarily, and you want to give this a go. You want to experience a man seeing you from across the bar and literally getting off of his ass and walking over to you and making it be known that he wants to wine and dine you. He wants to get to know you. This is something that every woman deserves to experience, and it's something that I want women to experience, and this is what we are aiming for, right? So let's do a little bit of backtracking, because before you get to the bar, you're at home getting ready to go out to the bar. Okay, so first of all, what's your makeup saying? What's your hair saying? What's your outfit saying? What are your nails saying? Okay, we need to figure that out. And once you figure that out, then you can get to getting out there and seeing who's going to come over. But let's just focus on this for a teeny weeny moment. What are you wearing? Because remember, ladies, that men don't, let's just not even bother do what they don't do. Let's just do what they do. And what they do is they take everything at face value. So if you're wearing a very short skirt even, they are going to assume that, okay, she's really up for being approached, or okay, gosh, that looks really sexy, you know, it seems that she's very confident to be wearing that, or she must be a bit flirty if she's wearing something that seems flirty to them, because the way that they perceive things is differently to how we do. And if you're wearing something that's very booby, they're going to assume that maybe you're up for a good time, or they're going to be seeing you in more of a sexual light. If you are just all about the face and the beauty, they're maybe going to really see that more and think that, okay, she's covered up, she's a woman of integrity. So at the end of the day, we all know that we can be covered up from head to toe one day and then be booby the next, and we're still the same person, but men take things at face value. Just remember that when you're putting your outfits together and you're heading out wanting to be approached. I think that the best policy when you want to do that is more sexy, classy elegant but with a hint of sex appeal. Even a top like this, I think that this can be sexy enough. I don't think you have to go around showing everything, or even if you wanted to not be fully covered, just wearing something that isn't too low. If you're out by yourself, it's happy hour, it's around 4 p.m. and you want to be approached, you want to really think carefully about what you're wearing to make sure that you're not advertising yourself wrongly, and then you don't have lots of really irritating approaches. That being said, all of the approaches that you're having anyway are going to be that way inclined, where they're thinking that they have a sexual attraction to you. When you're putting these sexy, classy, elegant, sex appeal outfits together, I think it's best to think about what suits me, what makes me look good, and not just try to make a trend or an outfit or an item work on your body when it just might not. Like, there are certain things that suit you, there are certain things that don't, hairstyles, makeup, etc. So you need to make sure you're doing what makes you look good and feel good. You don't want to get out there and feel depleted before you've even got out there, you know, just based on your look. Now, regardless of height, regardless of weight, regardless of shape, regardless of hair length, regardless of anything, let's feel good about ourselves. Let's feel confident. Let's feel like, okay, I feel good, I feel great in myself, I'm a catch, I'm the kind of woman who I know that men would be lucky to be dating and be with. I'm going to go out to the bar today. I'm going to go have a drink and just enjoy myself, enjoy my own company, and enjoy my time. And if an approach from somebody who I think I want to deal with comes up, then great. That's the cherry on top. And that is a nice thing that can stem from that. But in essence, you're going out with the mindset of, I'm looking good, I'm feeling great, and if somebody wants to approach me and I think that they're up to my standards, then I'll hear them out. You know, it's that kind of mentality that you need when you're going out. Now, you've got your look, you're confident, you feel great, you've got your perfume on, and you are feeling mentally strong because you're feeling mentally confident. Okay, you've got your self-esteem way up here somewhere and nobody is going to knock it. Remember, I said that. Nobody is going to knock your self-confidence and your self-esteem. Remember, I said that because you need to keep that in your mind at all times. Whether you have an approach, whether you don't, whether it's the approach you want, whether it isn't, you still need to keep that at the forefront of your mind, that, you know, to kind of keep your self-esteem. So you decide to yourself, look, I've seen this bar I want to go to. Let me go to that place today, just see what it's like, see if I like the vibe of it, and just have a drink and enjoy my time. So you have gone to this place and now you're about to walk in. Your demeanor doesn't need to change just because you're walking into a venue, because your demeanor should already be your demeanor before going into the venue. So let's make this clear. You need to have your walk going, your posture going, your confidence going, and honestly just feeling like you are a catch. That needs to be also going. And you have this when you're on your way to this place, you have it when you're walking in also. So now you're at the point where you are walking in. You want to make sure that you're thinking to yourself, don't be pensive and have a pensive look on your face. You want to make sure that you have that open facial expression by raising your brows, maybe having your mouth open a little bit and not being so tight in the face. These things can make you just naturally look more approachable, and you want that approachability. Is that a word? You want that approachable look if you're going out, right? So let's make sure that you're getting your open facial expression going and you're looking confident, sexy, and like a woman who knows that she is a catch. You're walking in, you have your confidence going, you have your posture going, and you make your way over to the bar. Now, once you're situated and you're seated, remember that everything is kind of a performance and you don't know who's watching. So you want to make sure, if you're really going out and you want approaches, you don't just go out and just plonk yourself in a chair. You don't just go out and have your legs just like, I don't know, not being crossed. You don't just go out and slouch. Everything is a performance, and get your posture, like even when you're sitting down, kind of slink into the chair, get yourself situated slowly. You don't want to rush and just fumble, and you really want to make sure that you're having that air of sexy confidence about you. And this is the way to do it. It's slow movements, never like being really fast doing everything, looking jittery and irritated. No, calm down, slow mode, and just relax. So you're sitting down, you've put your coat on the back and your bag underneath, on, you know, the hook on like the underneath the counter, and you're sitting there and you just want to take a breath, just take a breather and just chill out. Because what's happening is that you are a human being who has gone into a facility for human beings, and you sat down waiting for another human being, i.e. the bar staff, to come over to you and ask you what you want. So in that instance, you kind of realize, okay, wait, this is a normal part of life, to go to a facility, to go to a venue and just enjoy it and use it, because that's what it's there for. You're a paying customer and you have to keep this in mind. So if you're somebody who feels nervous and anxious about going to places, and I'm not speaking about going to places, and this is whether you're going to a pub, whether you're going to a nice bar, whether you're going to a hotel bar, whether you're going to a black tie event, wherever you're going, it's about realizing that, look, you're a paying customer, you're going to this place, and you have got to chill out because you're supposed to be there. Right? So when you take that breather and you just realize that should put you at ease a little bit. So have this in your mind: breather, self-confidence. Breather, self-confidence. Breather, self-confidence. Now, you're happy with your look, so you're confident with that. You know you're a catch, you're happy with that. And now you're at a bar which is for the public. You're a part of the public. Bingo. Now the bar staff comes over. Don't just order your drink. Don't just say, hi, may I have blah blah blah. Don't do that. You get to use this as an opportunity to show others around you that you are up for conversation, that you're chatty, that you're approachable, that you're friendly, that you're sweet, that you are, you know, they get to hear your voice, which is where your feminine voice control comes in. And you must make sure you're activating that, and literally at all times, I would say that you're, you know, if you're embarking on your feminine voice control journey, it better be 24/7. Okay? Now, sometimes you might slip into other things, but at the end of the day, you really want this to be more so a way of life for you. So especially when you're going somewhere, you're wanting to be approached by a professional, by whether it's a judge, whether it's a barrister, whether it's a banker or somebody in finance, whether it's a CEO, whether it's this, whether it's that, you want to make sure that you're sounding like, you want to kind of make sure that your look matches your voice. And that's the fastest way for me to put it right now. I do have feminine voice control videos, and I don't know why I don't have a separate playlist for that. Maybe I do. If I do, I will link that playlist, and if not, I will create one. And this is a reminder for me right now to myself when I'm editing to do that. and that will be linked in the description box. So go to the description box to learn more about feminine voice control, what it is, how to implement it, and the benefits gained from this. You're executing your feminine voice control when you are speaking to the bar staff, because they've come over to you, they've asked you, hello, have you been served, or what would you like? Like I said, what would you like to order? And you're going to say something like, okay, I really fancy like a sweet fruity wine. What do you suggest? And you can see what they come with. If you don't drink alcohol, then say, I'm looking for something non-alcoholic. I usually like X, Y, and Z. Do you have something similar? I wouldn't mind trying something different. Or what about virgin cocktails? Do you have any of those? You know, just seem excited to kind of be alive. Seem excited to kind of be there. Seem thrilled about the choice of choosing something that you may not have had before, because life is supposed to be exciting and we want to be really feeling that at that time, because you want to put the feelers out to other people as well that, okay, I'm a happy person, outgoing, having fun. You want to show that, okay, look, you're happy, you're having fun. Wait. Wait. Okay. Girl. Okay. You want to show that you're happy, you're having fun, and that if an approach was to be had, you are a conversationalist. You're happy, you're up for conversation. So he's going to feel less like rejection would actually occur. And even if it would be very subtle and, you know, wouldn't be on a you can't sit with me kind of flex. The bar staff, they're obviously going to come back to you with certain recommendations and different options. They might show you the menu, or they might just know some and tell you. When they do, ask a question about it. Oh, what does that have inside? Or like for me, I can't have any grapefruit, so I have to kind of make sure, okay, if I'm having a cocktail, that there's no grapefruit in there. So that's another thing that I would be saying. And you kind of want to make sure that you just ask a couple of questions, you're friendly, have open facial expression, sexy demeanor, you have your posture going, legs crossed over, loving your outfit, you're feeling confident. So now you've executed that and you've literally done what you set out to do. But my video is not over yet. So your drink is being prepared and you're sitting there waiting. You have nothing to hold in your hand because your bag is underneath the counter on the little hook. And you are sitting there, me, myself, and I. Okay, Beyonce. So you're sitting there right now all by yourself, me, myself, and I. Is what I got, and it is what I found out. Okay, couldn't help myself, but you're sitting there like that. And what happens at that point? Because you're sitting there like Billy No Mates. You're all by yourself. You are sitting there. You don't want to be twiddling your thumbs, but you have nothing to really do. So how do you occupy your body? How do you have body posture and body language that shows that you're confident? How do you not seem uncomfortable? And how do you still be perceived as a woman who is open for approaches? Well, you keep your bag underneath the counter. You don't go for your bag, you don't touch it, you don't do anything that shows that you're not really up for being approached. What you want to make sure is that you're able to kind of sit there. You might glance around, you might even make eye contact with somebody. And guys will do this a lot because they're always on the look for women, so they might see you from another point of the bar, another side of the bar, and kind of be looking over at you, and you might glance over and see them, and you could look away, look back, and if they're still looking, then it can kind of make you giggle, or you might smile, right? So it's that kind of vibe. It can be so easy. It can be so easy if you make heavy eye contact with somebody. he is a lot more likely to come over as well, because he feels like it's a guaranteed in the bag phone number for him. Looking at somebody from across the bar for about 3 seconds is enough time for them to really see, okay, she's interested, she's flirty, she's probably up for conversation. If I go over there and offer to buy her a drink, she is probably going to be receptive to it. So don't be nervous to make eye contact with people at the bar. Don't be nervous to be sitting at the bar by yourself, because what you want to make sure is that even if you do feel nervous and uncomfortable, that you're not showing it. So what I'm basically saying is fake it till you make it. Now, ladies, if you've got this far in the video, I want you to comment below a black heart emoji. Comment that below if you got that far, so I know that you're still listening. So, body language, what do? Well, you can do a few different things. You can sit with your arms on the counter like this. You can also sit with your hands in your lap. You can sit with one arm in your lap, one on the counter, and you can kind of maybe be rubbing your ear or touching the back of your neck or acting like, oh gosh, something is really hurting. You can kind of be acting like that. You could kind of be sitting there and kind of be posted like this. And remember, you can change your position. You don't have to stay like sit down and be like, oh, okay, I can't move now. Let me just stay right here. No, relax. Just loosen up. You can have a look at your nails, just like, okay, just double check, make sure they're looking cute. If somebody's looking over, they understand, okay, she gets her nails done. She's somebody who like probably takes care of herself from head to toe. And they're going to understand even more of the type of woman that you are. Like, you don't really have to do this, but if you do, who cares? But it's more about, okay, just showing them everything that's going on. Okay, you're going to have to impress this, because this impresses herself already. So what are you going to do to add to that? By the way, my makeup took me 20 minutes to do today. I just wanted to point that out. 20 minutes. I rushed. I really wanted to do this because me and my sister, we're planning on watching Married at First Sight. We've got Love is Blind reunion. We have a couple of we have stuff to get through. So I just wanted to rush and do this video. But this took 20 minutes. So all of you who are like, okay, I don't have time, this is 20 minutes plus an extra 2 minutes to put my wig on. 22 minutes. Now, let's keep going. So at the end of the day, you have your body placement and you have practiced a couple of things at home, so you know, okay, this is how it looks when I do this, this is how it feels when I do that, you know, this looks good, this doesn't, let me tweak that a bit. But you don't have to overthink things. If you don't want to practice at home, it's totally fine. I don't just sit around at home practicing poses. I just get out there and I just do whatever feels like good and comfortable, whatever feels natural. But not everybody is the same. Some people might need to do some at home homework, right? And play about with things, and that's totally fine. Now, at the end of the day, you want to remember, I'm a catch, self-confidence. You want to remember this, and you keep on having that at the forefront of your mind. There are lots of people who don't feel like they belong in certain places. They feel like they are out, like an outsider. They feel kind of unworthy of being there or something because you haven't maybe been brought up going to certain places, upscale, you know, dining places, upscale bars where the drinks are a minimum of like £20. When you're going to these kinds of venues and you're putting yourself into these environments and you're not that used to doing it, you might feel a bit like you might have some nerves going on, knocking around, and you've just got to remember, I'm a catch, I'm confident, I can be wherever I want to be. I'm a paying customer. That's the end of that. You've got to start nipping your fears in the bud, and you have to just say, look, okay, I feel uncomfortable, well, I'm confident, so whatever. You have to choose and decide if you're going to sit there shaking in your boots or not go to places you want to go to because of fears from your own mind. You have to decide if you're going to let that rule you or whether you're going to take over and do what you want. That's up to you. If you're watching this video, I think that you're halfway there, but you've got to get out there, implement these tips in this video and get out there and actually do it, right? So you're sitting there, you're waiting for your drink to arrive, and you've got a nice little posture, a nice little something that you find comfortable and that you feel looks good and you feel good about yourself. Back straight, hands in your lap or on the counter, whatever it is that you're choosing to do at that moment, and your drink comes over. Thank you, that looks incredible. I bet you love how creative you can be with these cocktails. It looks great. This can form a conversation with the bar staff, right? Even more conversation. Some of them might even say to you, are you waiting for somebody? Are you here alone? Have you been here before? And you have to be a little bit careful because sometimes when you're going places, the bar staff are trying to chat you up and it's kind of getting in the way because you don't want him to chat you up, although you have no control over that, but you kind of want to make it very clear to the other men there that you're interested in them and not necessarily the bar staff. You know, you're going there to meet other people at the bar, not other people working at the bar. So at the end of the day, you kind of want to remember, if he is kind of flirting with you, that you're not sitting there like twiddling your hair. And when you're looking at the bar staff, you want to make sure that you're keeping it cute and really friendly, but at the same time you're not flirting with them. So that's just something for you to be mindful of. But essentially, ladies, this is it in a nutshell. When you have your drink, you're still sitting there, you have your poses, you're feeling good, you can glance over every now and then at other people directly, make eye contact, take in the scenery, and you can ask questions to the bar staff about the venue that you're in. So you're showing again with an interaction that you're showing other people, you're up for conversation, and that you are a friendly person. When you go to the bathroom, this is your opportunity to walk past and see who's there, but also to let people see you in your entirety. That means getting to see the full look. They're getting to see what footwear you're wearing. Perhaps if you look really lovely and then you're wearing these big bulky trainers, they will think, oh, you know what, she comes to a bar, she doesn't even put on nice footwear. Imagine if we're dating, I take her out somewhere nice. Is she going to wear those clumpy trainers? So you want to really make sure from head to toe you have the look that men are going to think, wow, you know, even if it's a little kitten heel, pointed kitten heel, that's so much better than wearing this big bulky trainer or wearing this ballet flat to go to a bar. So I just want you to bear that in mind. This can create the overall package for them based on footwear and also with perfume. So when you walk past, you're going to go to the bathroom and freshen up by checking your lipstick, maybe applying some more gloss, but definitely spraying more perfume. And you're going to go back up, walk past, and if there's anybody you like the look of, I would actually suggest maybe like you could glance over and just catch his eye when you're walking past him. And if you don't want to do that, hi ladies, I'm editing and I totally forgot to mention a really vital point. So when you're coming back from the bathroom, don't feel the need to go back to your other seat unless you really want to. But if there's somebody who you wouldn't mind being approached by, then definitely stand next to them or sit next to them and order yourself a drink or ask to look at the menu standing next to that person or that group of guys. I think that's the best way to do it to maximize your chances of being approached. You're not just staying in one place the entire time that you're at the bar. You're getting around so other people can get to see you and have more of an opportunity to speak to you. Also, this outfit is something that you could go wearing. So this is just a little bit of an outfit idea for you, especially with a pair of heels or even kitten heels or even a pair of heeled boots. This would look really lovely, sexy, classy, elegant. But of course, it's just an idea. You can do whatever you want, whatever you feel good in, etc. But let's continue on with the video. Don't speed walk back to your seat. Just make sure that you're doing like a slow to medium paced walk back to your chair, sit down, order something new, and just do the same thing over again, having your poses, ordering your drink, enjoying your time being there, and just remembering to not be pensive and not to have a pensive look on your lovely face. There's no scientific equation. This is with beneficial dating. It's also with being approached. There's no scientific, method. There's no algebra equation. There's no 1 + 1 = 2. This is like always going to happen. No. The fun about it is that you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to get an approach. You don't know who is going to approach. You don't know when that approach is going to happen that you are going to be excited about. You don't know what approach is going to happen that right, this is definitely the kind of man who's going to treat me how I want to be treated. You just don't know when it's going to happen. And that does create the excitement, because if we knew, then it wouldn't be exciting anymore. So it is fun. It's nice to get out there, look good, feel good, and get out, be seen. That's a good thing to do, especially if you're a single woman. You want to have the thrill of a man seeing you at a bar, or even just like walking, on the street, wherever. But in this instance, we're kind of talking about the bar situation. So he sees you at the bar, he gets up off of his bottom, walks over to you and tells you, look, I want to take you out to dinner. You look absolutely incredible. Hi, my name's David. Like, that's a nice situation, and you will have a thrill the more you are approached by the kinds of men who you want to be approached by. But for that to happen, you have to put yourselves in the situations and in the environments that they are in, and also you have to make sure that you're going out a lot. You can't meet anybody from your home unless you're online dating, and if you want to get away from that, get out. Look good. No, wait, what is my saying? Get up, get dressed. Wait, what? Get up, get dressed, get out, be seen. Got there in the end. So do the same for these approaches to happen. The more you go out, the more you do this, the more comfortable you'll feel. The more comfortable you'll feel, the more approachable you'll look. The more approachable you'll look, the more approaches you will have. And even if you don't have approaches every single time you go out, it's not a bad thing. It's just showing the levels of the kind of look that you have, that not every single Tom, Dick and Harry thinks he can come over to you. When you don't look more like you have more standards, you expect more from men. When you don't look like that, you have Tom, Dick and Harry coming at you from all angles, whistling to you, literally whistling on the street or shouting oi. That's what you have. And when you elevate your look, you elevate your confidence, your self-esteem, what you expect from these men in terms of beneficial dating, treatment, experiences, all of that, then you will have less approaches, and the approaches you have will be much better. They'll be more high caliber, more sophisticated, more professional. They'll be more high achieving, and they will all round just be more of what you want and what literally you deserve. So with that being said, ladies, I'm going to love you and leave you here. I hope this video was super helpful to help you ladies calm your nerves and to really understand the kind of mentality that comes into going out wanting to be approached as well. It isn't just all about your look, your aesthetic. Mental confidence and self-assurance, self-esteem, it all plays a really big role, and it's all combined because it makes you a catch, all of that together. So I'm going to love you and leave you here, and don't forget to like, share, comment, okay, a black heart, remember, if you got far, comment, and also subscribe. Bye.